welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I said this would be about Miley Cyrus reacting to the documentary. I watched it. I didn't think I should react to it, but I also forgot that yesterday or no, yeah, yesterday because I'm filming this on March 13th. I forgot that I do this thing every year or for the last 2 years and now 3 years. I do this thing where I recap my life, how much has changed in one year since C19 started in 2020, 2020 to 2021, 21 to 22, now 22 to 23. And I was doing my homework and I was watching the videos from previous years, and a lot really had nothing has changed, but a lot has changed, if you know what I'm saying. Also, I drew a 13 on my hand because it's March 13th when I'm filming this. Um, 13 more days until I see Taylor yesterday on March 12th. It's just the 13 needed to be done. And like I said, I'm wearing a Reputation shirt, the last tour, the only tour I went to. And then Saturday's video shall be me wearing a Lover shirt. You're my lover. Um, so I will have my own section of this video to freak out about Taylor Swift, so we're not gonna do that in the beginning of the video. We're gonna do that later on in the video. Um, but something that the first and foremost is I'm a junior in college now. I'm a third year. When this started in 2020, I was a senior in high school. So it's been so it's June freshman, sophomore, June. It's been 3 years since C19 happened in 2020, and it feels so good to have normal back, or a new normal, whatever this new normal is. Feels good to have no online classes, even though I love them. I love I don't have to get up and get dressed and eat breakfast and all that before class. I had to give myself 15 minutes to walk to class. I was doing it here. I could just roll over, turn on the camera, and I'm in class. And I can make breakfast while in class. But with online, it was harder because you couldn't make friends. The only friends you can make is if you're in breakout rooms, and even that's only for 5-10 minutes. After the Zoom is over, you're with you're there's no chance of connecting unless you met somebody during those 5 to 10, 15 minutes at most in the breakout room. You don't really get a chance to connect with friends. But whereas in person, you're living with people who will become your lifelong friends. And now I have lifelong friends. And I work on campus. I work at the cafeteria on campus. I work 16 hours a week. And you get to meet work friends. You get to go to in-person classes, even though that was hard at first. It's better now because I get to bond with people. All the teachers trying to figure out the computer. I get to chat with the person next to me, whereas if we're in person, it's you can DM, not DM, but privately chat people, but then the owner of the Zoom could disable that. So it's just different. There's one pro for online, and then there's a bunch of pros for in person. And then I haven't been in online school since January 2022. There's been occasional days where the fires are bad, or there's the professor's sick, or they just need to do something that's not on campus. We'll have class online. But I haven't had consistently classes online since January 2022, which is very good. It's just giving me a whole new sense of being free. But having in-person classes makes it harder to go home. If you're doing it on Zoom, you can go home for 2 weeks. Whereas if you're doing it in person, you get marked absent and lose points for missing a day. I'm still not diagnosed with like OCD and anxiety, and like I don't have depression. When I said that last year, I was exaggerating it. I am sad, but I don't have depression. Um, Anxiety, ADD, ADHD, just with the hyperness, I get very distracted. You don't even know how much stuff I cut out of my videos because I'm just staring at my phone, scrolling through my phone. And now I have room, like I said, I have like lifelong friends. I hope I have lifelong friends. And one of them is a Marvel fan. And twice a week we have Marvel movie nights or Marvel TV show nights because we're on a rewatch of the MCU and we did phase 1 through 3 all of semester 1. And now we're finally in 2022 for Marvel. We just watched Doctor Strange on Saturday. I want to start Miss Marvel tonight. Like when this comes out, it'll be Tuesday, so we're gonna watch Miss Marvel tonight. Um, yeah, it's just nice having like roommates where it's like you love Marvel, I love Marvel. Let's be best friends. And then it's like I have a roommate who loves Taylor Swift, and we're gonna go see Taylor Swift together in Vegas. And it's so exciting. My first time in Vegas, my first trip without my mom or my grandma. So as lame as it sounds. And my first trip with like just a friend. I was so excited, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Um, I'm learning how I can do things on my own, like going to SF. Over the weekend, I went to SF by myself. Well, I went with the school, so like I had a ride out there and a ride back to school. But one of my roommates were gonna come and one of my friends were gonna come. It was supposed to be raining. It didn't come. It was a very last minute decision. Literally 2 hours before we were supposed to leave. While I was editing Saturday's video, I was like, F it, we'll go. And it was nice going by myself. I got a Marvel poster. I got an Endgame poster. I can post like a picture of it like here or like in front of my face. And I got a Build-A-Bear. I got a Stitch Build-A-Bear. I just loved going by myself. It's just, like I had this thing where it's like, if you can do it, even if it's by yourself. And I can take the bus by myself. I'm gonna go get groceries or I just want to go shopping. I can do it, and I love it. And then I got my fourth booster shot, or my fourth shot. Finally, I got it in December or January before I went to Disneyland, essentially. Because when we went to Disneyland in May last year, I think my grandma getting her fourth shot is what saved her from getting COVID for like a third time. Mom, my stepdad, they got C19, and I was like, okay, we're not risking this, not risking getting C19 after coming back from Disneyland. So I got my fourth booster. We fully vaccinated, baby. Um, I saw Andy Grammer and Lady Gaga last year. I saw Andy Grammer in September, and I also saw Lady Gaga in September. I did not see Laura Morano or Big Time Rush. I'm very sad about that. Big Time Rush is going on tour again this year, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can see them. I want to see Kelsea Ballerini. She's coming near me, and I want to see her so bad. And then Beyonce's going on tour this year, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to go with all these like smaller concerts I'm going to. I want to see Sabrina Carpenter next month in April because she's going to San Francisco. And then Big Time Rush is going on tour in August. And I want to go see it with my friend I wanted to see with last year. Hopefully she's down here and we can go see Big Time Rush. And now that like I'm gonna learn like Uber by myself and like all that. Hopefully, like we can Uber to the concert because we can't. Neither of us have a car, so like we can't drive there. And I'm pretty sure both of us will be drinking, so it's like Uber it is. And then the Taylor Swift tour, I am gonna see her in less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Sunday, I will be coming back from Vegas. And we'll be vibing. Like, I'm gonna go see Taylor Swift in 12 more days, or 11 more days, because when this comes out, it'll be 11 more days. But I'm gonna see her. Like, last year, me, 1 year ago, me, could not fathom that Taylor Swift will be announcing a tour and having a new album later that year in October and announcing her tour in November. And it's just like, I'm finally gonna see her. I have not seen her since 2018, since Reputation's Reputation. It still doesn't feel real. And like, I don't think it will feel real until I actually see her in Vegas face to face. Oh my God. And it's lower bowl tickets too. And lower bowl is what Taylor Nation picks to see Taylor freaking Swift. Like to meet and greet her. Just let's just manifest that. And other stuff is um last year, me, 1 year ago me, regretted not getting the red Taylor Swift cardigan and a blanket. And let me tell you, one of my Swifties on TikTok, they directed me to the Canadian website and they had the red Taylor Swift cardigan. And I got it. And I freaking love it. The cardigan is like right there. And I love it. I love my cardigan. Like I don't wear it a lot because it's too hot for that because it's California. But I love it. I will wear it for TikToks a lot. And I also have a blanket. I got the 1989 blanket from the Speak Now 1989 and debut merch drop. And I'm getting the Eras blanket. So last year me would be thriving with the merch we have this year. We just love to see growth and change. I have a job now. Last year me did not have a job. I got a job 1 month later, but I have a job. I started out working 10 and a half hours, then 13 hours. 13 hours, 13 hours. And now I work 16 hours. And I think when I come back in the fall, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna have a big girl job. I'm gonna work more than 20 hours a week. And I just need more money. I need to get paid more than once a month because I don't want it to be like a real world shock when I get out of college and I have barely any savings. I just need to like grow up next year. Like last year, good on me for getting a job. This year, good on me for working more hours. Next year, work more hours, save more, and don't really use a meal plan. Because meal plan is a way to cop out. I need to know how to like cook for a whole week and cook for 3 meals a day and all that. Yeah. And then something I mentioned at the end of the last year's video, is that I had 200 and something followers on TikTok, and now I have over 700 followers on TikTok. I have 723 followers on TikTok, which is like 500 more than before. And I also have 82 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm trying to do the thing where I get to 100 subscribers, and my 100 subscriber gets to choose what I do for a video to celebrate. Mukbang, could have one of my roommates on to talk about Marvel, something that's safe within reason. and not really like driving distance because I can't drive. But if you guys like this video, hit that like button. I will link 2022's recap and 2021's recap in the description. Comment down below what has changed from you in the last 3 years. Hit that subscribe button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be Kelsea Ballerini's documentary reaction. And then we're in Taylor Swift week, which is like the Eras Tour set list prediction. And you know, film that before tour begins on Friday. And it's Tuesday when this comes out. Then it's the first reaction to Anta is the reaction to Anti-Hero Live. Like, we got this. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.